2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Look, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only. That's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
And here we are with the third shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Come on, don't be shy.
Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Going with a 3-wood here. This one looks to be slightly offline here. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them. This would be a great up and down. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Was on a good line. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Okay, steady now. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Currently at +1 for the day. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Well struck. Ooh, that almost went down. A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Going with the 6-iron here. Good shot there.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Hello to all my fans. Trying to make my second birdie.
And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played.
Is that you, Sharpie?
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity, but once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Oh.
Woo, back there, horsey. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently tied for 10th. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 2 strokes off the lead. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Attaboy. Good shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for par.
A bit long on that one. And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Wow, what happened there? Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. And this one is for his par. Oh, so close. That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. Okay, that hole's behind you now. Currently at 2 over par. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the 7.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, just missed. A par putt awaits. That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I gotta say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
Oh, come on, sit. And he's safely on the green.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Ah, that's frustrating. Putting for a par now. That will work. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Ouch, that hurts. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
These are on rails, looking good.
That gets the job done. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Just didn't drop. And well hold. Let's move on. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
choosing the 9-iron here. This one might need to get down a little. Oh, that was pure. Well, Rich, you think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Looking really good.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Sitting at a couple over for the day. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
From about 200 yards out.
They've chosen to club down here.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he's down there. You got to read.
This is a 12-footer here. This one to save par.
Looking really good, this one. And in it goes for the par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Outstanding approach shot. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And the putt drops, now 1 over, heading down the stretch. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
A little off the mark on that approach shot. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in 2 by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. This next putt is for bogey. Sitting at 2 over for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
And from the bunker here. Time now for the 4th shot. This is their 5th shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt is for And with that, this player has finished their Q School final, but Rich, unfortunately they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.